OpenAI has just released GPT-5, and the implications are staggering. After months of anticipation and speculation, the tech world's most powerful language model is now live. This isn't just another incremental update to ChatGPT. This is a fundamental shift in what AI can do. The model that was expected to arrive in 2024 is finally here, and it's reshaping everything we thought we knew about artificial intelligence capabilities. On August 7th, 2025, OpenAI rolled out GPT-5 across ChatGPT, its API platform, and the GitHub model's playground. The response has been immediate and dramatic. Within hours, users, developers, and enterprises started reporting extraordinary results. This moment marks a turning point in AI development. The intelligence leap that changes everything. GPT-5 represents a massive jump in raw intelligence compared to anything that came before it. OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman described it plainly. GPT-4 felt like talking to a college student. GPT-5 is the first time it really feels like talking to an expert in any topic, like a PhD-level expert. That's not hyperbole. The benchmarks back it up. The model achieves a 94.6% success rate on advanced mathematics problems, solving complex equations that stumped earlier versions. For coding, it reaches 74.9% accuracy on real-world software engineering tasks, and 88% on polyglot coding challenges. These aren't theoretical numbers. They translate directly into the ability to build complete software applications from natural language instructions. In demonstrations, developers showed how simply asking the model to create a French learning website resulted in the entire front-end UI being generated with minimal guidance. The quality of the code is production-ready, not just sketches or outlines. In visual understanding, the model scores 84.2% on multimodal benchmark tests, meaning it can interpret images, diagrams, charts, and visual data at expert levels. For healthcare and medical knowledge, it reaches 46.2% on challenging health-related benchmarks where, for financial analysis and professional work across 44 different occupations, the model outperforms average human professionals on specified knowledge work tasks. These improvements aren't marginal or incremental, they're transformative. The model genuinely performs at levels that rival PhD-level professionals in specialized fields. GPT-5 operates as a unified system with built-in intelligence about what type of thinking a question requires. It has a fast, efficient model for routine queries and a deeper reasoning model for complex problems. A real-time router automatically decides which to use. Users don't have to manually switch between models anymore. The system just knows what's needed and acts accordingly. This is elegant engineering that dramatically improves user experience. OpenAI reports that GPT, then its predecessor, GPT, when using extended reasoning, the hallucination rate drops to nearly 80% lower than earlier systems. In plain language, this model lies to you far less frequently. It admits when it doesn't know something instead of confidently stating falsehoods. Beyond raw intelligence, transforming how humans work, intelligence alone isn't what makes GPT-5 revolutionary. It's how that intelligence gets deployed to solve real human problems. The model was designed to handle complex, multi-step projects that were previously impossible for AI to manage. This shift moves AI from being a tool that answers questions to being a partner that completes projects. In writing and analysis, GPT-5 produces higher quality responses across research, document analysis, and creative tasks. Users report better organization, clearer insights, and fewer errors in the AI-generated content. In coding, it can generate complete software pieces, handle large-scale refactors, improve code quality, and now even demonstrate genuine cybersecurity capabilities. Recent security researchers have used GPT-5 to identify vulnerabilities in major frameworks and libraries. In financial services and law, it provides expert-level analysis on complex matters, understanding nuance and context that earlier models would miss. For spreadsheet work, mathematical modeling, and presentation creation. The improvements are measurable and immediate. Enterprises are already reporting concrete benefits. Average ChatGPT enterprise users report saving 40 to 60 minutes daily through AI assistance. Heavy users say they save more than 10 hours weekly. With GPT-5's superior capabilities, those numbers are expected to climb dramatically. Companies are redesigning workflows around the assumption that AI can handle increasingly sophisticated work. This isn't about replacing people. It's about freeing people from routine tasks so they can focus on strategy and creativity. The model also comes in multiple specialized versions. GPT-5 comes in full, mini, and nano variants, allowing different use cases to get the exact level of capability they need. There's also GPT-5 Pro, which includes extended reasoning capabilities for the most demanding tasks. There's even GPT 5.2 Codex, a specialized version, optimized specifically for agentic coding and complex software engineering. This means GPT-5 isn't just one model. It's an entire ecosystem tailored to different needs and budgets. Personality and safety. Getting AI right. Perhaps the most underrated aspect of GPT-5 is how it's designed to interact with humans. OpenAI was explicit about making GPT-5 feel less like talking to AI and more like chatting with a helpful friend with PhD-level intelligence. The model is less agreeable, uses fewer unnecessary emojis, and is more critical and thoughtful in its responses. This represents a fundamental shift in how AI assistants present themselves. This might sound like a small detail, but it's crucial. The previous version of GPT-4 had become overly sycophantic, excessively flattering and agreeable, even when disagreement would be more helpful. OpenAI actively fixed this behavior in GPT-5. The model now gives critical feedback when appropriate, challenges assumptions when they seem flawed, and thinks independently rather than simply telling users what they want to hear. In testing, sycophancy rates dropped from 14.5% to less than 6%, a meaningful improvement. Safety is baked into the core architecture. GPT-5 introduces the concept of safe completions, which means the model can provide genuinely helpful answers within safety boundaries. Rather than refusing requests entirely, it finds ways to be useful while staying responsible. This applies especially to sensitive conversations about mental health, self-harm, and emotional support. The model has been trained with specific interventions to respond more carefully to these topics. OpenAI is taking responsibility seriously while maintaining the model's core utility. The company is actively working to ensure that as the model gets more powerful, it also gets safer and more reliable in high-stakes situations. The technology that makes it possible. Building GPT-5 required extraordinary computational infrastructure. OpenAI trained the model on Microsoft Azure AI supercomputers, equipped with NVIDIA's latest GPU technology, including H100, H200, and the newest GB200 processors. This collaboration between OpenAI, Microsoft, and NVIDIA represents the cutting edge of computational capability. The training process itself represents advances in how AI models are built. GPT-5 combines traditional generation capabilities with reasoning-first approaches, creating something that thinks and responds at speeds the industry hasn't achieved before. Sam Altman called GPT-5 a significant step along the path to AGI, artificial general intelligence. 5 itself represents AGI as debated, but the trajectory is unmistakable. Each generation of models gets measurably smarter, more reliable, and better at real-world work. The immediate implications are clear. Developers now have access to a model that can generate entire applications. Researchers have a tool that works at expert levels in mathematics, science, and specialized knowledge, and executes them faithfully. There are also concerns worth acknowledging. As AI models get better at coding and software engineering, conversations about employment and economic displacement. Pro subscribers get unlimited access to GPT-5 and its Pro variant with extended reasoning. This tiering strategy ensures that the most powerful capabilities, how ordinary people interact with technology. It makes fewer mistakes, hallucinates less, thinks longer when needed, and delivers expert-level results across domains that previously required years of specialized training.